You know what's sad? I aggroed this dude on me, and I can't even quit the game. I guess I gotta fight him. I'm not even allowed to quit when I want to quit. EverQuest! Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play 1001 Games. I'm your host, Gaming Jay, and if you have an epilepsy, let me warn you here today, this game is gonna take you to town, so. No, epilepsy warnings are serious. Definitely, if you do have epilepsy, I'm sure you're taking all necessary precautions while watching YouTube, but we had a little warning there, so, you know, take it for what it is. I don't have epilepsy, but definitely there have been a few movies I've seen in theaters over the years that have like an epilepsy warning or like before a trailer or something. And then when you're in theaters, there are scenes where they're like flashing a lot of like bright lights at you rapidly. And it is really annoying. Sometimes I have to close my eyes and look away because I'm like, this just sucks. So, yeah, if you're making a TV show, nothing is more annoying than lots of flashing lights. Even if it's relevant in the context of the plot, I feel like figure out a way to make it less bright on the screen, because like with the film, you're just trying to communicate to the audience what is happening. You're trying to immerse them a bit, but I mean, like, there's a level at which we don't want to be immersed, and I feel like, you know, you gotta have a limit there. You gotta have a limit. Anyway, EverQuest 2 here, one of the games, the book 1000 video games, just play before you die, obviously. I always feel bad going into these MMORPGs because it's like, you know, I mean, like, yeah, we could change the format of the series and I could play like 8, 12, 24 hours each game, but then it would take me like 50 years to play the book. So we're taking about, you know, 30 to 60 minutes per game here, roughly. I feel like that's our average. It's hard to get too far in any particular game in that time. But I was thinking about that, and, you know, we'll get into creative. I'm just burning time here, you know. In a game where already we're not going to get far. Let's waste more time. But, you know, I've often said this is more about the experience of, like, sitting around with friends and, like, just, you know, trying different games and stuff. We'll see how EverQuest 2 does, but I will say, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, for a game, it is kind of incumbent on the developers to, within the first 5 minutes of playing, you need to hook players, and you need to show them what the game is going to be, and you need to let them play it. If somebody has to spend an hour going through basic tutorial levels and, you know, really boring stuff before they get to the fun part of the game, like you've hidden the fun part like 6-8 hours into your game, you're going to turn away a lot of players, not just impatient YouTubers, you know. And it reminds me of like some of those older, I mean, modern games do this too, but I'm specifically thinking of Castlevania. I think it was Symphony of the Night. I know other games have done this too, where on the very first level, you have a character that's maximally powered up and you're just slaying enemies like crazy, and they kind of give you a preview what the end game's going to be like. And then after that, like, somebody comes and takes all your powers, and then the real game starts, right? So I feel like there is something really brilliant about that, setting a game up to start that way, because like the tutorial level is now like one of the most fun parts. And it gives you a huge power trip, and it makes you be like, damn, I want to get that again. So it drives you to play for the 8 or 10 or 20 hours or whatever you have to play to become powerful again. So I think starting games off with gameplay that hooks players is a very important part of making a great game. And not saying that there are games that don't do that aren't great. There certainly are, but I think it will put a barrier up. You know, if somebody came to me and like, there's this great game, you got to play it for about 20 hours before it really, like, you know, gets good, I would be like, no, like, I'm just not going to do that. Like, I'm sure it's great, but that's a lot of upfront commitment for a game that, like, maybe I'll agree with you and it is great, but maybe I won't, you know, and then I've wasted 20 hours of my life. And there was a time when I had 20 hours to spare, but these days you got responsibilities, you got work, you got friends, you got family. You know, it's chores. It's endless. You know. So anyway, that's my rant for the day. Anyway, welcome to EverQuest 2. Let's actually play this game. What do you guys think? Let's create a character. Traditional server with all content accessible. Expansion server locked. Okay, so I am not paying for EverQuest 2 because playing it for one afternoon briefly, so we'll just go traditional survey here. Or traditional server. You can be a fighter, a priest, a mage, or a scout. I kind of like fighters, honestly. Like, I'm thinking of, like, myself. I usually go mage or fighter. Priests, I feel like, are kind of boring, and scouts are boring. But it's, like, one of those things where most of the time when I start a new game, like in the summer, I got, like last summer, I got Remnant 2, which amazing game. I love that game. I put 20 hours into that bad boy. You better believe. I think I put more like 160 hours in, all things considered, which probably isn't even that much these days, but I played that one a lot. But I think I went for like their sort of fighter class or one of their warrior classes initially. But then now that I'm much better at Remnant 2, having played through it many times, I'm like, oh man, the medic is where you start. You know, like the priest, I feel like I personally undervalue sort of the healing classes. Doesn't mean I'm going to pick one here today. Oh, definitely not. I'm still going to go fighter. But I'm just saying, usually the wise move. The mage is kind of fun because they get all the spells, but... Oh, maybe we should go mage. Those who wish to master the powers of magic to decimate and subdue their enemies. Okay, I would normally go fighter, but I'm going to go against my instincts, and I'm going to go mage. Let's see, we get subclasses. So, oh, this is archetype, and then you have classes. Oh, interesting. I'm always drawn to, like, the Berserker Barbarian builds. You could go Paladin, though. Have a bit of healing, potentially. Shadow Knight, that's cool. Mage. Warlocks are masters of death and decay who channel the forces of poison and disease. Oh, baby. Or we could be a necromancer. Dominate the unliving. Necromancers summon forth undead servants. Maybe I would be a necromancer. Conjurer, illusionist, wizard. I'll be honest, the pointy wizard hat just looks lame to me. Like with moons and stars on it. It looks like you're in a Cookie Crisp commercial. I mean, magic users are actually cool in a lot of fantasy stuff, but the hat, just, it's too cartoony for me. Alright, do we want to poison people or raise the dead? Or we could be I could backtrack and be a berserker. Stand at the forefront of battle. We'll be berserker. I'm a liar. Oh, that does not look like a berserker. That looks like a mouse person. Interesting. Select a race. You can be a cheetah man, a froggo berserker. Interesting. It could also be whatever these people are. You have a lot of non-human characters. A gnome. Could also be an evil fairy, an evil lizard. Should we be an evil berserker? Oh my god. Yeah, like for berserkers you want huge dudes. I want to find like the biggest dude there is. An ogre maybe? A berserker fairy just doesn't instill fear in the hearts of your enemies, you know? Be a berserker barbarian, that's suitable. It's like a cuddly little teddy bear is coming to kill you. Wait, why is human and barbarian two separate races? Are these like Neanderthals? That's weird. And good. There's a lot of choices. Too many, if you ask me. Be an evil race. Be some hideous ogre. There's only like 2 choices for appearance. All right. I guess we'll be the biggest guy we can possibly be. Yeah. All right. We're a hideous berserker ogre. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, we gotta like... do all this? I can pick a hairstyle. The shattered crown. The shattered helm. Balon's helm. Sure. I want to go into a barbershop and ask for the bouncer, you know? Hair color, oh my god. They do let you customize things to the ends of the earth in these MMORPGs. Good enough. Starting city. Neriak, the seat of the malevolent Tyrdal Empire, lies within the Ashfall Crags near Nikulus Forest, a heartless stone that makes... yeah, good enough. I accept. Where's the okay next? You had me at Heartless Forest. My name is Krognark. Krognark, T. Hammer. Word cannot be used in the name. What? Krognar T. Hammer. Looks like Krognar Thammer. Can't put a capital T. Word cannot be used in a name. There we go. We snuck it in. Alright, we are Krognar. Krognar Thammer is what our mother calls us, but in our street name is Krognar T. Hammer. Hopefully we can get a giant warhammer. That's what I picture for this dude. He doesn't use swords or axes. He just mushes guys into a fine paste with a giant hammer. And his tagline is, "It's hammer time." But he doesn't appreciate the irony because he lives in the Middle Ages and MC Hammer doesn't exist. Anyway, experience helps you gain levels. You've gained a new ability, Divine Critical Bonus. Damn straight I have. Fuck yeah. Okay, here's the tutorial. You want some light reading for bedtime? Read all this stuff. Or you can just say, fuck it, and let's do this. We don't read tutorials like a baby. Now how do I do anything? Okay, oh. Game stalled. I walk through a fire and hates envy. I'm staring at the sky. What is happening here? Okay. You have unread mail. Do I? Do I really? Being really laggy here right now. I'm gonna go find something to kill. Can I kill this guy? Too far away. How about now? Yeah! Krognar, kill whatever this thing happens to be. Oh, he has a giant axe. Okay. Oh, he does look pretty cool, actually. Our evil berserker. He kind of sucks, though. He's like taking forever to kill this thing. Basic rock monster, dude. Maybe we should go fight the big one, the Sabelin Destroyer. Okay, what are my options here? This is melee attack. Maybe like a special attack? Rupture. Jeez, the lag is crazy. Okay. Too far away. Gonna slay a couple of these random monsters. So my first ever foray into MMOing was with Warcraft, World of Warcraft, I think, which I think I played on this channel. Then after that, we definitely played EverQuest 1 briefly. That guy took off his arm and attacked me. That's wild. And then what else did we play? There was one other MMO we played that was like not EverQuest. Like EverQuest and Warcraft and Ultima Online are like the big ones in my mind because those are the ones that came out. Like, Ultima Online came out when I was in high school, and I had friends who got obsessed with that. Which, actually, I still wouldn't mind playing. That one was more like sprite art, right? Like, everything went 3D after that. I wouldn't mind trying Ultima... Oh, no, we did try Ultima Online. We tried it on this channel. What the F am I talking about? Yeah. I remember it was cryptic and hard to figure anything out. The wild thing about MMOs is, like, you just sit back. Like, my hand isn't even on the keyboard right now. I guess I could press a number and do a wild attack or something for fun. Why not? But yeah, you just don't have to do anything. You just sort of sit here and... Oh, there's a dinosaur in the top county. Maybe that's why my game's getting laggy. It's like downloading stuff. I got into the game pretty fast, actually. Can we attack this guy? Jesus. Thank you. But yeah, a lot of these MMOs, you can just sort of sit back with your hand off the keyboard. You don't have to do all that much. I don't want to get some experience so that I can actually, like, level up at least a level. Oh, there's my experience bar at the bottom. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm not an MMO guy, but after trying a handful, I've started to figure out the interfaces and stuff, and there's a lot of commonalities. Like, this feels a lot like World of Warcraft to me. Which is probably sacrilege to the World of Warcraft people. They have like maybe a brutal rivalry with the EverQuest folks, but it feels similar. Anyway, yeah, so it's like World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft came out at the very, I think it was after I was done high school when I was an undergrad, and I had friends who played it. But I never got into these things. Never really played one ever before my channel. I think we just leveled up. We're at level 2 now. You are earning normal experience. Oh, I have a new ability. Body check. Throws target back. Let's try and get to level 3, killing these rock monsters, and then we'll go adventuring. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like, it's hard to say if I really would have gotten into these if I had actually played them back in the day. I definitely, like, do see their appeal sort of at, like, a meta level. But if I'm thinking, like, would I actually sit here and play this? I don't know. Okay, let's try our new ability. We missed. Like, a lot of it is, like, there's so much downtime. Like, you just click on an enemy and wait for the battle to be resolved, basically. I mean, I know there's strategy and stuff. You gotta, like, use items and stuff. But it's sort of like... So, I feel like the RPGs... I've talked about this before, so I'm not gonna, like, linger on it. Make you guys sit through my rants of my personal gaming preferences the whole time here. But I will say, I do like games where it's like your characters get better, you're an experience, you get better weapons, you get better armor. Like, I like all these sort of hypothetical elements of these MMOs, but what I want to do is be personally swinging that axe. And in fact, take away the axe, make it a gun. So again, I've already mentioned like Remnant 2. It came out this summer. I was a huge fan of the original. Had pre-ordered the sequel that was coming out. It's not an MMO, but it is like an RPG, except that you get to fire guns. So sort of like Halo or Destiny. I mean, I guess Destiny also is an RPG. But it's like Halo, only if you had stats and you could earn better guns and upgrade them and stuff like that. So, what I'm saying, I guess, is I like the sort of theoretical components of experience and items and abilities and stuff, but I want a more active role. Like this, where you click on an enemy and then you just sit back and let the fight happen. I mean, you can like be a little more active like me, I guess, clicking these buttons, but still, it's not... I want to be physically pulling the trigger on that gun, you know? I want to be... Like, this guy... My guy is deciding where to swing to hit the enemy. I want to be swinging that axe. I want to be choosing, do I hit the arm, do I hit the face, or whatever. So, yeah. One of the RPGs I really loved, speaking of high school, that I played a lot in high school, was Fallout. Which, by the way, super psyched for the new Fallout series that's coming out. They had a trailer drop. I don't know if this video will come out before the series starts, but if it has come out and it sucks, I'm probably disappointed, but it's interesting. I would not have considered myself like a huge Fallout fan. Like, I'm definitely a fan of the games. Played Fallout 1 and 2 and Fallout 3. Didn't really play New Vegas, but I really loved sort of the classic Fallout 1, 2, and 3. Fallout 1 and 2, though, were PC. 3 came much later, but... that was like an RPG. It was top down. You just click on guys you want to shoot and stuff. But that also, first of all, I feel like combat went a little faster than this, and you had to decide what to do on every turn. So it was even a little more interactive than this. You had action points, and every turn you had to decide what to do. But you also had the VATS system, and you could like aim at like the eyes, the balls, the shoulder, the kneecap. You could like decide where to like cripple people and stuff. So that was a really good game though. But yeah, as I say, I really liked Fallout. Ron Perlman did the opening videos for that game. You know, war never changes. Which Ron Perlman, I mean, he's just a treasure. He's great. He has an awesome voice. Great for sci-fi and that kind of stuff. Loved him in Hellboy as well. He was really good in that. But we're getting super off track here. But anyway, let me continue to rant for a bit. Yeah, I really enjoyed Fallout. You know what, the more I think about it, I'm like, I guess I really was a fan, because it's like I listened to the like the old-timey music and stuff from the trailers and from the opening cinematics by the Ink Spots, I think it was. I had that downloaded and I would like listen to it and stuff occasionally on car rides, and sort of like a 1930s, 40s, 50s kind of song. A song I would never listen to normally, but I liked it because it was in Fallout. So yeah, I really did enjoy Fallout. I hadn't really kept up with it too much over the years, and it's not like if you'd said to me, you know, in the absence of a trailer, like, oh, there's a new Fallout series, let's try and take this big guy on. Let's go for it. You know, if not an enemy. Oh, we're not allowed to attack that guy. Okay. We attack this guy? Wait, that giant guy is not an enemy, but this little guy is? Okay, whatever. Anyway, if you just said to me there's a Fallout series coming out, I don't necessarily know if I would have been like, oh man, I gotta watch that, you know, like, I probably would have been like, meh. You know, like, yeah, I like Fallout back in the day. It's fine, whatever. I guess it's cool. I hope it's good, I guess. But I watched the trailer. I was like, yeah, I'll see what the trailer's about. Has Walton Goggins in it, who I really like. He was Shane in The Shield, Cecil in Invincible, done a handful of other things. I really hated Shane in The Shield back when I used to watch The Shield. I was like, man, Shane sucks. He was like this dirty cop. And they were all dirty cops, but he was like the annoying one. You know, since that show, I would feel like the actor Walton Goggins has really grown on me, and he's really good. I like him, and I'm glad he's in the Fallout series is coming out. Guess we'll just get to level 3, then go in this weird, creepy cave. So he's in that, and I think other than that, I think the main character is a girl who I know she's probably from stuff, but I don't really recognize her from anything personally. But she seems cool. They have even a character from the Brotherhood of Steel in the trailer. So I won't say anything else, I guess, in case you're, you know, don't want any spoilers. But I mean, it is Fallout, so the Brotherhood of Steel is in it. You got the Vault Dwellers. You got Walton Goggins. So I don't know, it looks great. The trailer did get me fairly excited for the show. So it's always that one big caveat, you know, like I hope it doesn't suck. Because especially video game things, I feel like more often than not do suck. What are these other abilities here? Increases stats of caster, increases max health. Alright, let's do that. Increases crit. I'm just going to cast everything. Why am I holding back? Berserker Rage. Let's do this, pal. What's this one? Mock Apprentice. I like how the other enemies just sort of stand around and like I'm reading the what these things do. So like this guy's like everything is fine. His buddy is being like beaten to death over here. He's like, it ain't my problem. We're a union. We only get paid if we get attacked personally. I ain't getting involved. But, oh, this is a level 3 monster I'm killing. But I'm only level 2. It's because I'm so awesome, man. Well, now I'm level 3. Alright, let's just go into this creepy cave and see what's going on. See what up. The monsters are mining, I think. Is this where they live? Kill this guy? Level 4 stone wall. Alright, he's gonna take everything we got. Do all these, click all the buttons. I don't know, something's gonna do something, right? Yeah, I guess the thing with like these MMOs is like you click on a button, it doesn't feel any different than when you don't click on a button. Like he like charges up and does a different kind of swing. I guess even thinking to like Diablo 3, I think. I did play that one not too long ago. Again, not an MMO. Maybe it's just the fact that it's more modern. But even that feels more like interesting visually and combat-wise than like some of these older style MMOs. To me, anyway, to me. Aha! Ooh, a treasure chest. Wellspring bracelet. Well, might as well take it. We got going on in here. This is just where the monsters hang out, man. I was lied to. There's nothing cool in here. So I wonder what the max level is. Normally like 65 or 125 or something crazy. Take a long time to get there. Long time. Oh man, every fight is like 2 minutes of just sitting around. Like, and the monsters are totally, I mean, I guess this is the starter area, but I like how this guy's like just patrolling the region. Meanwhile, like one of the digger guys is like, I'm being attacked. And he's like, I have no interest in helping you. Thought you were hot shit, Steven. Didn't want my help before. Now what? Now you're under attack? You suddenly need my help? Well, it ain't happening, buddy. I can't tell when I'm getting hit and when nothing is happening. My health drained a little bit there. Alright, well, screw this cave. This cave's boring me. Hey, I can jump. I forgot about that. Alright, we're level 3. We have a bracelet. I feel like we have sufficiently out-leveled this content. We definitely haven't, but let's just carry on and pretend we... Oh my god, there's like ghost people over here. Unearthed ore. I can just straight up mine it for fun. You get better at mining. Well, let's keep doing that. An untamed spirit. 8 out of 15. Okay, hold on. What happens when you get to 15 out of 15? I'm just gonna keep mining. Don't mind me, this is my afternoon. I'm just, you know. What are you doing down there? Nothing, I'm just mining some ore. Well, dinner's ready, I'm not hungry. Failed to mine anything. You got better at mining. I want that 15 out of 15, man. Oh, I'm looting stuff too. I wasn't even paying attention to that. 2 tin clusters. I don't even care if I get anything. I just want the 15 out of 15. Come on, here we go. This is it. Oh, what the? It disappeared. No! No, we were so close. Oh, that's so frustrating. Is there any other ore? What the hell? There's just a bunch of ghosts hanging around. Question mark here. What is this? Too far away. Well, can you walk to it? The hell is this? Shattered orc bone. Well, I'll take it. I'll collect them at level... I don't know. I'll add it to my level 10 collection. What the fuck? I mean, obviously it all means something, but I have no idea. I want to fight a wolf. Yes, I do. I go to town on this puppy. Beat a dog to death in front of all these ghosts. What does this one do? Inflicts 2 to 8 melee damage. All my attacks are just like punch a little harder. Die, dog. Dog is like, what did I do to you, man? If you want to be an RPG hero, get yourself a club or something, walk out onto the street, and start beating to death every single animal you find. Nothing psychotic about that. Oh, hello. You're attacked. This is a ghost. I'm fighting a ghost, guys. Where's the Ghostbusters theme? Oh yeah, that shield worked finally. It finally did something. You're gonna regret ever dying, old man. I'm gonna send you back to the netherworld. Beetlejuice style. Aha! That's another, like, media thing I'm actually looking forward to is Beetlejuice 2. Beetlejuice 1 was like one of my favorite movies as a kid. I feel like Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future. That was like my holy trilogy as a kid. And Star Wars. I liked Star Wars as well. But yeah, Beetlejuice. Ooh, an ornate chest. Lore equipment. Gimme. I didn't even know we could fight these ghosts. Should I fight more? Like, should I fight you? Here, come here. Your presence fills me with the desire to regurgitate. The other spirits are just walking around. I'm like, don't mind me. Not doing anything here. Not brutally beating up one of your own. I just assumed the ghosts were peaceful. I don't know why I assumed that. I mean, if we look at, you know, yeah, oh, that's peaceful. Bunch of, like, screaming banshee skulls emanating from, like, a volcano in the earth. Yeah, the ghosts are peaceful, man. It's some of them, it's one of those, like, friendly haunted forests. You know? Anyway, slaughter that one, too. We're level 4 now. Homie don't play. What was I talking about? Favorite movies? Oh yeah, Beetlejuice 2. Beetlejuice 2. Again, could be awful. If it's awful, that sucks. I'm not one for blind loyalty, if that makes sense. You know, like, if I really like a franchise or something like that, and then they produce a bad movie, I'm usually not like, well, it's still pretty good, you know? Like, if something's bad, I kind of don't pull any punches. If it's bad, I don't like it. It's just who I am, you know? I'm not very forgiving. I guess I'm not very loyal. Oh, 2 people are attacking me. Interesting. Finally got some action here. Keep casting all my abilities. But that said, if something... I do root for things to be good. I would prefer to watch good things than bad things, you know? Oh my god, I'm actually gonna die. Come on, we got this. Kill this guy. Okay, we got one. After you kill a monster, you just get full health. I wonder if that's just like a tutorial level thing, or if that's like how the game just works. Okay, so when they have red around them, I think they will aggro to you. So I guess in the opening level, the rock monsters are just not very smart. And so they were just like more peaceful dummies. We were killing like friendly giants over there. I guess we're getting into more hostile territory where like the monsters will legitimately attack you. You can't just walk around pretending everything's okay. I should really double check what all these abilities do, because I'm just kind of clicking every ability. This one increases crit hit, cannot be modified. There we go. Kill him! You can heal. There we go. Woohoo! Oh my god, another one's coming. Alright. Shit, let's get out of here. The town or something? You've discovered Tavar Post. There's nothing I can do to help. Lexaria is in charge of the Dread Guard here. Been moving her forces deeper into the wood and will continue to do so until we control his land. Are you willing to lend your assistance? Sure. That's good to hear, Krognar T. Hammer. I would like your help with the undead to infest this camp. There's once a site of a very large battle, though ages old, new corpses are beginning to resurface. I suspect none of the Thexians to be behind this plot. Fallen Rangers. You must put them down at once. Very well. Gwindis Darkness is convinced that the Thexians... Okay. So... slay them. Turn to me after you have killed them. The thing I find about these MMO worlds is, like, they legitimately have to remain fairly, like the influence a player can have on the world has to be 0. because the world has to remain fresh every time someone else joins. So like in a normal RPG, like Fallout or something, like a non-MMO, you got this forest of infected zombies. You would go in, you would clear out the forest, kill all the zombies, and then like that would be that, you know? Oh god. Another one's coming. Alright, we successfully like got away from him. So anyway, it's like you would have an impact on the world. I feel like in MMOs you have zero impact on the world because it's like whatever you do it just comes back. I mean, I guess it's true in like Remnant 2 as well. Like after you clear out a world, you just re-roll it and play it again, but at least the world stays cleared out until you re-roll it. Like the bosses stay dead, kind of. So, I don't know. It is one of those things where she's like, we need your help, kill the zombies. I'm like, I'll do it. It's like, kill 6 zombies. You do it, and then it's like, all right, well, they're still rising, but good job, you know? It's like you just walk away and like, it's the next player's problem. We have to kill, oh my god, we have to kill 7 fallen rangers and 7 stout cadavers. Are you kidding me? Like all we have to do is kill like 14 monsters, but it's gonna take like 20, 30, 40 minutes to do this. I'm not doing this quest, there's no way. It would be just the rest of our video and then some. Okay, even forget this fight. See ya. I'm out. I'm moonwalking out of here. How do you I guess maybe we do have to kill that one. Oh no, we got away. Inarok Scar. So I guess for the rest of the time we might as well just explore this world a bit. Because I mean, you know, you got your monster killing, you got your quests. Eventually you'll have raiding, you'll have items, you can meet people, you know, form relationships, you know, move across the country to be with your newfound EverQuest love. Actually, one of my favorite documentaries of all time is one called Second Skin? Wait. It's like my favorite documentary, don't even know the name of it. Shoot, what is it called? Second Life is the actual game. Oh god. I don't know. I just have it saved on my computer so I can watch it whenever I want. I think it's called Second Skin. But it's about people who play World of Warcraft and EverQuest, and there legit is a couple in EverQuest who met and then get married. Or no, they don't get married, they go to a wedding, somebody else's wedding. But the guy moves across the country to be with the girl. 15 out of 20 now. What happens when you get to 20 out of 20? Will it just keep climbing? I don't even need to gather. I want to get that 17. I want to see what happens when we get to 20. Okay, we can mine more stuff. Don't tease me, game. So yeah, I mean, obviously the appeal of MMOs. Like, for me personally, I like to play games solo. Games to me are usually a solo affair. I don't mind playing co-op and stuff with buddies sometimes, but like, I like to just go in and do my own thing usually. But obviously, so we got 20 out of 20. Now what comes next? Anything? Shit. That rock got destroyed too. Okay, hold on. There's another one over here. Totally forgot that we wanted to do this mining thing. But obviously the social aspect of MMOs is something that's, you know, fun. And, you know, I understand that. I do get it. When I used to play Destiny, there was a little bit of that when you would join people for, like, raids and stuff. It was fun to have to, like, coordinate as a whole team to, like, do a mission. It was kind of interesting. But yeah, okay, so we're just at 20 out of 20. I just don't think there's anything else to do. Yeah, okay. Well, that was interesting. What is this place? Like how my objective was like destroy the rotting scum. Destroy that scum that's interrupting my life. You know what? As a programmer, what I do find utterly breathtaking about MMOs is the technology behind them. Like, just the fact that, like, the servers and the net code, and then, like, the streaming. Like, every time we go to a new area, it's like downloading little bits of the world. There's just a skeleton walking around. He's looking at me. Uh-oh. What do I say? This is awkward. I'll pretend I don't see him. You slowly turn this way. Is he still looking? He's still looking? Okay, good. Oof, oof. Awkward. Gonna go up these stairs. Whoop, whoop, if I can. But yeah, the technology. Oh, can I not go up these? The technology behind MMOs is actually pretty crazy to think about. Like, if you had told people in, like, the 70s who were playing D&D, like, if you'd showed them a video of this, like, their minds would have exploded. Like, they would have had epileptic seizures, you know? Like, they would have passed out right there. Like, they would have been like, oh my god, like, the promised land. It is the year 2000. Like, when did this game come out? 2000, 2010, something like that? I guess 2010-ish, maybe, for EverQuest 2. I really don't have any idea, but just thinking, I think the original came out around 2000, so the sequel would be maybe even mid-aughts, like 2006. Does that sound correct? Am I even remotely close to being correct on this? No idea. Skeletons just hanging out, man. Oh, it's the weaponsmith. Oh my god, the skeletons have jobs. Oh my god, we can buy stuff from the skeleton. Oh, he hit me with the hammer. Oh, back off, dude. Oh no, he's hitting a sword. An elm cudgel. How much money do we have? We have 0 of everything. Alright, well, chances are he ain't gonna deal with us. We've discovered Forge of Blue Flame. Good, I guess. I suppose. The guy just riding a bison. Alright, let's head out over here. I have no idea where we're going, but I guess we'll wrap up this video by just exploring a little further. But yeah, it is very, very impressive, like MMOs. The technology behind them. You know, like, again, I don't have a ton of time these days. So when I look at a game like this, it's just like overwhelming to me. I'm like, it's too much content, you madmen. Who has time to play all this? Obviously, because I got so much going on in my life these days. But, you know, if you had the time, this would be amazing. The fact that this kind of stuff exists in our world, I think, is truly awesome. I mean, it's like, if you had the time to explore this world, you would have, like, maybe years of content here, right? Like, how cool is that? So, even though I don't really play MMOs, even though, like, you know, when I do, you know, have to play them for my channel, I kind of get in, mess around for an hour, get nowhere, and then have to sort of say goodbye. And so if you are a fan of EverQuest 2, you might be watching this like, he didn't even scratch the surface. And I get that. But, like, for me, you know, these games are not games that I'm going to scratch the surface of, because it's just, you know, beyond what I want to put into a game. But I do think it is, like, really cool that it's here. And that's why I think, like, documentaries like Second Skin, what is it? Okay, I gotta look it up. Because I know I'm probably getting it wrong. Maybe it is Second Skin. Hold on. Second Skin documentary. Second Skin is a 2008 American documentary. Follows the lives of 7 people as they delve into the world of MMOs. Games such as World of Warcraft, EverQuest, EverQuest 2, and Second Life. Yes. Okay, so it is called Second Skin. I think the title of it was throwing me off because there's another one that I like that's not as good, but it's called Life 2.0, and that one is specifically about Second Life, which is not really an MMO. It's a massively multiplayer online world, but it's not an RPG. It's just a world. And that one is about people who met on there, and like, well, it's not just about dating. There's a girl who has a business and like sells clothes and stuff that she designs in the game. So I think I am the allure of MMOs, and like the fantasy of being the kind. Okay, you tell me if this is pathetic, but I guess in my head there is a small fantasy in my head of like being the kind of person who has absolutely no responsibilities holding them back, who can wake up, spend the whole day in their PJs playing a game like EverQuest or World of Warcraft or whatever, day after day after day, has like best friends who are also totally nerds. You know, like there's one scene in Second Skin where like there's a new expansion of World of Warcraft coming out. So all the dudes that live in this one house together, they go to Walmart. First of all, they wait in line for like a midnight sale at Best Buy to pick up the expansion. They get it. And that just looks like fun, like hanging out with your friends, like at midnight, like waiting to buy a game. And then they go to Walmart and they're like buying like sodas and coolers and like Hot Pockets and like all this food so that they can like game for like 24 hours straight. It just seems like so much fun if you had the time to live that life. That I guess a little bit of me sort of has a fantasy about. I'm lost, by the way. Has a fantasy about like how that's kind of cool. Again, not the kind of game that I think, like when I'm thinking about EverQuest 2 here, my little brief tidbit, my crumb of experience from having played around with it here today. I don't think that combat is the kind of thing that interests me, so I don't think I would ever, even if I had the time, play like EverQuest. But the idea that this kind of expansive game exists, I find really neat. They're just a really neat idea, and I'll never have the time in my life to go into one of these. I don't think ever, but you know, Destiny is the closest I ever got. I don't really play that anymore, but I like the idea of these. So there you go. So EverQuest 2 here. You know what also is impressive is it's still going. I mean, EverQuest 2 came out in like, it must have been like 2006 or 7. I mean, the documentary is 2008, and they're talking about it. So this must have been out at least in like, you know, 2006. It must have come out the latest. And it's still going, you know, so it's like, it's also a testament of like, you know, these worlds existing for such a long time. It's pretty cool. So, I mean, that's another thing about them is the longevity of them, you know, like people are still playing. Pretty neat, actually. Pretty neat. I'm sure one day the EverQuest 2 servers will shut down. Maybe this video will serve as a bit of a time capsule, because Lord knows if you want to come see definitive EverQuest 2 gameplay, this is where you're going to come. Ooh, felled wood. Don't mind if I do. My chopping, my foresting got better. 6 out of 20. Anyway, I'm just going to chop this random piece of lumber. Guys, I hope you did enjoy today's video. I hope you did have some fun, and my inane ramblings did keep you entertained while we watched some monsters get slain. If you did enjoy yourself, I don't know, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And other than that, I will catch you in the next one. So until next time, my friends, you take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon. Peace! Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, that. Yeah. Oh. Am I dead or not dead? Oh. Well, I thought I just killed myself. Might be a fate worse than death. I have no idea how to get out of here. Well, good time to quit. Alright, see ya. Oh, there's a ramp right here. I see. They did that for dummies like me who, if you don't tell me I can't do it, will literally run off a cliff. I'm like a lemming. Good old Gaming Jay. The gaming lemming.